to be. That is so true. Oh, I love this. Perfect. I've been fasting as well. I could wear this on Sunday.
I know. I was thinking the same exact thing.
I will look so holy and so heavenly.
Look at that one too.
Oh, that is so pretty. For you, I think. We could match.
Yes, we could be twins. To church on Easter Sunday.
No, these are actually so pretty.
Oh, hello. You're watching Citi Scape on Citi TV. My name is Apiorkor and I'm here with the lovely
Eméfa.
As you can see, we're at a new location. This is Nalam Clothing. We're at the Achimota Mall branch. It's their biggest shop, I believe, of all the outlets that they have. They got their Crown Mall, West Hills, and we thought, you know, it's the month of Ghana. It's the month of women. So let's have a conversation about women amidst things that talk about Ghana or preach Ghana. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about feminism. And no, before you start shouting and raving and ranting and saying they're at it with their agenda again, it's not about that really. We just want to have a conversation about its relevance, what it means to you, and indeed what it means to us. Right, Eméfa?
Definitely. Let's do it.
Sister Eméfa.
Yes, darling.
I'm not even going to get into definitions about feminism because it's too controversial. Everybody has what feminism means to them.
Yeah, it's not one-dimensional anyway.
Exactly. So I'm just going to ask you, what does feminism mean to you?
What does feminism mean to me? I think that's a very good question. To me, feminism is all about freedom. It's about being able to be the sort of woman I want to be without having any barriers preventing me from doing that. And to me, feminism isn't about being more masculine or more like a man. I think we should acknowledge our differences, acknowledge that women, you know, have children, women have periods, some women have to have time off when they have their times of month, but it doesn't mean we are the weaker sex. It doesn't mean we're any different in a you know, it doesn't mean we can't do the same thing that men can do. It just means exactly. It just means we have physical differences, and I think we need to respect each other for those differences. Respect in our differences. If that makes any sense, but it's all about freedom to me.
I think that's a really beautiful way of putting it. That feminism means freedom to you. Like I said early on, we're in the month of Ghana as well. 6th of March, Independence.
Yeah.
And I believe that Kwame Nkrumah, the other big six, the freedom fighters, you know, whoever, all this debate about who founded Ghana, whoever was there at the beginning, you know, they saw something and they were looking into the future, probably even far past 2017 as we're in now. And I think that they believe that freedom wasn't just for men, it was for
all of us.
It was for the Ghanaian women too.
And Ghana is home to one of Africa's first feminists.
Precisely.
Yeah, Asantewaa. Come on, even by men's standards.
There you go.
You know, but I kind of did, you know, I said even by men's standards, sort of comparing strength by the standards that men have put in place. But by anyone's standards, Asantewaa really paved the way.
And it said that even, you know, during that iconic war, the War of the Golden Stool. So for people who don't know, Asantewaa had stood up. They had captured Osei who was the Ashanti chief at the time. And she says, are you really going to let them take our chief away? And then the British say, give us the golden stool. Obviously, they didn't know what they were doing. And she says, you know, I'm leading you to war, because she was the queen at the time. She had taken over, even because in the absence of the king. And she leads all these men to war. And when the British captured her, they actually didn't believe she was a woman.
They were shocked. And she was old. Have you seen her picture?
Very old. You know, so yes, you're right. Ghana is home to one of Africa's first feminists, you know, female feminists, as it were. But I think that feminism has evolved over time.
Definitely,
Before it was
I agree.
Having the right to vote.
Votes for women, you know, the suffragettes.
Exactly. And more in the Western world than anywhere else. Then it became equal pay, which people are still fighting.
Yeah, more recently equal pay than anything else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then there's also the right to have your own health insurance detached from your husband's name.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. And even to work as a woman.
And the pro-life and pro-choice argument as well.
So.
Yeah.
Being able to have kids when you want to, when when you're ready, when you feel you're capable as a woman, not just because biologically you can, but because you want to and emotionally you feel like you can. So feminism has evolved over the years, and I feel as though it's become a really big conversation in Ghana, partly because of this whole global village that we're living in right now. We're being influenced by so many different cultures, from the Westerns to the Asians.
And politics all over the world. I mean, the trickle-down effect from Brexit to Trump's economy, Trump's presidency, everything that's going on is sort of trickles down to us as well. But I think it's definitely important to have that conversation to understand why feminism is important today. A lot of people think, it's a thing of the past. Women should pipe down because there are a lot of laws in place to protect us. But that's the reason why feminism is important, because we're having to put so many safeguards in place to bring women up to the position where they are supposed to be. And we're still lagging behind. We're still struggling to be treated the same way. We're still struggling to be paid exactly the same. And it's very unfortunate. Yes. As soon as you pipe up, then you're a radical, bra-banning, sex-hating, ugly woman who's decided to be a feminist, who's a closet lesbian. You're bitter because you have no husband. No. Oh my goodness. The list goes on, and we really need to have this conversation for people to understand. I realize that people do not like the word feminist. And you know what? I used to be one of them. I used to call myself an equalist in the past. But I realized that it's because we live in such a male-dominated world that feminism has become a synonym for equality, And I think that word sort of scares men off. But
yes, feminism is about freedom. I totally agree with you. But I also feel as though feminism is simply just about women wanting to be treated like human beings.
Yes.
It's as fundamental as that.
Yeah. It was to Hillary Clinton who said women's rights are human rights.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. If you bring women to the point where they can earn enough to take care of their children, regardless of whether those children are male or female, you've empowered women and men in the long run. If you bring women to the point where they can be educated so that in the home they're trickling some of this knowledge down to their kids, whether the kids are boys or girls, you've empowered both males and females in the long run.
It shouldn't even have to be a choice.
Exactly. And if you're married to a woman who is empowered enough to understand the finances of the home, she knows that it's not just about, you brought money home, let me spend everything on
not all about my child money,
She understands that, my husband is working hard. Maybe she's not working herself, but she has this fundamental understanding of how life goes and how things happen in life. And how important and difficult it is to make money. When you bring that money home to her, she's not in a hurry to spend it. She really just wants to support you. You're still watching Citi Scape on Citi TV. We're talking about feminism. What does feminism mean to you as a Ghanaian?
Second Image International admissions in progress. Courses available include hairdressing, beauty therapy and fashion. Call us on 0243 331 999. Evening and weekend classes are also available.
So Eméfa, before the break, we were talking about, I was going on and on and on about how if a woman is empowered financially, in an educational way, even just having some kind of knowledge that, typically a woman wouldn't have.
Just knowledge of being an adult.
Exactly. It helps you. And your kids in the long run, it helps us to breed better citizens who be more conscious. Our president has been saying be citizens and not spectators. How do you raise citizens if the person who spends the most time with the kids from the beginning doesn't understand what it means to be
when
a
she herself is being sheltered? I always say this. I feel like, and no offense to anyone, but I feel like the culture here, women are sheltered at home. You're meant to be taken care of by your father. You're supposed to live in your father's house till you get married. Once you get married, you get shipped off to some other guy to take care of you. You take his name. You're supposed to be taking care of the house. I know that's a bit extreme, but those features are there in everyone I've spoken to. That's the mentality. And
regardless of how educated the woman is.
exactly. And even women themselves, I've spoken to some women who say they look down on women who live on their own, women who move out of their parents' houses, because they feel like they have more freedom, they're a bit more promiscuous. They sleep around, so what? Sex is a part of life.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citi Scape on Citi TV. We've been talking about feminism. In the month of March, it's the month of women. It's also the month of Ghana. What does feminism mean to you as a Ghanaian? Not just a Ghanaian woman, but as a Ghanaian man. Next week, we'll be delving more into the conversation about equal pay between women and men, especially within our Ghanaian context. Stay tuned.